This is Ian Waugh with some old British news. In these videos we look at the incredible range of lost and hidden news stories and how useful they are for family historians. In a few minutes I will show you how I can do a voluntary, free of charge news search. This time we look at life as it was affected by the fast developing railway system that grew across the entire United Kingdom during the Victorian era. Although the railways managed to revolutionise the way we travelled, it brought with it a darker side, like crime and railway accidents, straight into our newspapers. Reports of theft, assault and even murder on the railway system became increasingly more commonplace, and heightened fears amongst travellers, particularly women, many of whom feared travelling alone on the railway. It took decades for the railway companies to invest in a safer railway system, as turnover and profit appeared to take priority over well-being. In Norfolk on Wednesday the 1st of January 1902, in the Norwich Mercury, an alarming report from the Great Eastern Railway Station at Cromer. The 7:42 London train running into the station crashed into the buffers, derailing one coach and damaging others. It was thought that the brakes had failed to act. Injuries were many, but not serious, with most passengers having bruises or cuts. The Mercury informs us that the train was shaken from end to end, and amid the noise escaping, there were cries of alarm. The guard had jumped onto the track before the train reached the platform, and the fireman also sprang from the engine. Though the driver stuck to his post, all three were unhurt. The newspaper report names many of those poor and shaken passengers on the train. Now the story of an extraordinary railway robbery. We turn our attention to the Staffordshire Sentinel of Monday the 7th of December 1874. The mail train for London had passed the Tuxford station soon after midnight on Friday, and a man, covered with blood, went to the signalman's box and stated that he had fallen from one of the carriages. His face, head and hands were very badly cut and bruised. But the railway official had his suspicions aroused and telegraphed to Retford, the next station up the line, for the train to be examined on its arrival there. In a minute or two he received directions in answer to his telegram to detain the man, as a robbery had been committed. The man, not knowing that the official had telegraphed to Retford, asked if he might be sent back to London to his friends by the next train, as his injuries were so severe that he did not feel able to continue his journey to Manchester, for which he had taken a ticket at King's Cross Station. A doctor was sent for, and after he had dressed the wounds, Sergeant Hallam of the Nottingham police stepped in and apprehended the man. On searching him, a false beard and moustache were found in one of his pockets, and in another a dagger 9 inches long, a most formidable weapon. 2 watches were also found on him. It appears that the prisoner had been riding in the same compartment as Mr. Robinson, a Manchester horse dealer, and one other person. All apart from the prisoner went to sleep after leaving Peterborough, and did not wake again to find their companion, the prisoner, gone, and one of their watches also disappeared. It's thought that the prisoner, after stealing the watch from one of the sleeping travellers, left the compartment and tried to get into another as the train was running along at a rate of 60 miles an hour, and failing to find a compartment which he might enter unobserved, either jumped off or fell off the train. He is a clean-shaven, thick-set, powerful man, and has given his name as Henry James Price. In the Kensington Post of Friday the 13th of July 1928, at Paddington Station, an expert railway thief. According to Detective Dennis at Marylebone Police Station on Saturday, this man is the most expert London railway station thief known to Scotland Yard. He was referring to Henry Tyson, aged 21, who was remanded on a charge of loitering at Paddington Railway Station with intent to commit a felony. Detective Inspector Bradford said Tyson was on platform number 1 near the parcels office. On 3 occasions when the porter approached the accused, he walked suspiciously away towards the railway bridge. The 3rd time the porter followed, he found him on the bridge in a crouching position. Witness added that when he spoke to Tyson, he replied, "As I told you, whenever I'm hard up, I'm going to have a parcel from somewhere." British newspapers are full of accounts of events on the railways, some alarming and tragic, many mundane but worthy of coverage at the time. These reports invariably naming those involved within the article itself. This is Old British News. We're looking at the vast array of news articles in the British press between 1750 and 1950. Researching family history isn't cheap, and for many of us, some aspects of it are out of reach. Sometimes, old newspaper reports are the only remaining record of an event or even of a person. I provide a free and easy-to-use voluntary service designed to assist anyone interested in their UK family history. All you have to do is to send me the basics. I will search and hopefully identify news articles no matter of size, location in the UK, or even topic, so long as it appeared in the British press between 1750 and 1950. For me to do the search, please go to Old British News. That's oldbritishnews.com. There is a secure form on the right-hand side of the page. I will send you the news reports by email as attachments, and if I don't find anything, I'll let you know anyway. So, if it happened, it was probably in the news. Until next time, take care.